Hi, this is Dave with Falcon Financial Group, and welcome back to our series on characteristics of a good implementer. I've been using the term implementer in the last two videos, and it strikes me that that's probably far too limiting. My perspective on this is from a technical perspective, implementing Business Central or anything like that. And so the concept of an implementer, a consultant, is sort of interchangeable here. Excuse me. But it strikes me that some of these characteristics can be applied to anybody who's in a problem-solving capacity. So just, don't get hung up if I screw up my terminology or limit it far too much. But that's kind of where I'm headed. So in the first, let's get on with it. So the first session we talked about listening, a really effective listening. We talked about in the second session the need to have this integration of technical competence and interpersonal competence as well. Here I want to talk about something a little more difficult, which is really dealing with problems. And I'm not talking about like the client's inventory doesn't balance to the general ledger balance. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when problems occur in the project. Okay, it's just it's inevitable. There will be problems. There just will be. There will be misunderstandings. There will be screw ups. Whatever. And the ability to walk through that with the client, right? So in other words, to be able to do this together as you're in a partnership, right? Let's do this together. But the ability to manage yourself through problem resolution, it's very easy to panic, right? Panicking is not good. Worldwide, people make terrible decisions in life whenever they panic. So panicking is not an option. But communication is really a great option here. And I think it's important. One of the things that took me a very long time to learn how to do, and I still work on it, is how to communicate the problem in a way that doesn't create chaos. Okay, because that's the last thing you need. So I think a couple of points. I think you need to be forthright, right? So when there's a problem, just say this is a real problem, right? Yeah, this is a problem, and if you created it, own it. Yes, that was my mistake. I will fix it, right? I will take care of this. I will find a way. And I find that a level of kind of abject honesty is a little disarming, right? In other words, people will go, oh, okay, I don't have to yell at you because you've apparently already yelled at yourself. You fully understand the issue. You fully understand the problem. Okay, make it go away, right? They're not going to sit there and just, pat you on the back and say, congratulations for being honest. But they're going to appreciate it, right? They will appreciate it, and they will appreciate the fact that you are going to work on a solution. Another option there is another way you can also do the same thing is to walk in with a solution, right? A lot of times I don't like to go in and just go, I don't know how we're going to fix this, but we will fix it, right? That's really, I prefer not to have to do that. But a lot of times if I can go in and have thought about it ahead of time and say, you know what? Yes, this is a problem. Yes, I created this. I misunderstood. That's on me. I get it. But here's how I think I'm going to handle that. And to be able to offer that up, to be able to say, oh, by the way, I think we have a solution, and then work it out with them to the point where either they say, no, that's really not going to work. You have to try again. Or to say, oh, yeah, that would work. That would work for us. Okay, fine. Then we have a path forward. Being transparent in these kinds of situations is very, very helpful. Now, there's no guarantee. You can only do what you can do, right? You can only offer or add to the process what you can add to the process. You can't control what the client's going to do. They may flip out anyway, right? And so be it. But at least you can do your best to contain and control the madness, right? Because a lot of people will flip out if there's a problem. Like they just didn't expect that there was going to be a problem doing any of this. And it's like there's always problems. So, that's a conversation that needs to be had right up front, right? Even in the course of, the sales guys won't typically talk about it because they don't deal with problems, right? They don't like to. They want to deliver good news, but sometimes in the implementation meetings, I will actually want to talk about how are we going to handle problems, and I'm not talking about like the corporate escalation process that says, oh well, when it gets really bad, you go to this person. When it gets even worse, you go to this person. It's more just let's set the ground rules today for how we handle problems, okay, and just be upfront about it. We will screw up. You will screw up. It's going to happen. Let's figure out how we're going to work through those together. So I think that's another one to consider, right? So anyway, if you like this, if you found it helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. We're glad to have you. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Take care.